Looking at the price, we can ask, are we ready to explode? Price action is definitely showing strength from the side of buyers, and the price is breaking out from the pennant, giving us a bullish outlook. Now, should we be all excited and forget that it's still early and it's the market? So looking at a daily chart, we have overhead resistance through which we are moving rapidly, and that's a good news. And that's positive sign for the future price fluctuation. But looking at the other side of this, if we cannot move towards or above this one, so for example, if we move towards here, 0.2, that's a good news. But if we are getting stopped here, that's a bad sign. Now, why is that? Because this is the standard deviation of the resistance line. If you're gonna get more clarity, you can actually look at it like this. Now, in this one, you can actually see that the standard deviation of the resistance line is actually plotted, and we are at that resistance line. So we still need to get the confirmation about the break higher. While we create the video, it's at that resistance point. So when you're watching this video, if the price has actually broken above and reached above this one, then that's the confirmation that it's moving to the upside and the price fluctuation is bullish. If you see value in the video, please do hit the like, subscribe, and the bell notification icon to get notified about the future videos. The 12-hour chart of XRP shows that the price is moving to the upside, RSI is supportive, and the volume is reducing. Now that's a perfect sign, because when you can see all these together, when the price is moving up, RSI is moving up, and the volume is reducing, that's kind of a pattern and sign which actually shows you that there is a possibility of a bullish breakout. Now, why is that so? Because when you actually look at the charts, you really have to actually zoom in and focus on what it is shown here. Say for example, this is a 2-hour chart of XRP, and if we get a continuation pattern here, say this last candle is closing in green and coming up, then that means you're gonna get a bullish continuation pattern like this. Or if you actually drag that here like this, you'll actually get it like this, bullish candle, then stop or a bit of correction as a red candle, and then again a break higher. So if you get that here when you're looking at the charts now, that should actually reinforce the bullish momentum within the pattern. Welcome to the Scientific Investor channel, where we discuss crypto and science behind investing regularly. From the tweet of Trevor, I came to realize that it's Alex's birthday today. So let's wish him well and remember him in our prayers. He's one of, guys who inspired me during the initial stages of my XRP journey. Anyway, now moving on, there's a tweet from the Cryptomaniac 101, and he's actually showing you that the work at Tether Treasury is being done, and they are working hard, means the inflow of money is there, and they are keeping it ready to flood into the market. So when the prices are actually moving as we just talked in the chart, that's actually a positive sign. Now, this is a tweet from Stuart, and if you actually listen to this video, you will understand why to hold XRP instead of other assets like BTC, ETH, and others. Now, yes, I'm not bearish on all of those, but the fundamental of this one is so huge, you can't actually, or you don't actually want to miss this one.
An internet of value. If you want to enable internet of value, you have to connect the repositories of value. The repositories of value are the banks. We want to work with the banks, with financial institutions, with payment providers, with Linlen Pay or PayPal, or
So that's where Ripple is tapping into. With the on-demand liquidity tool, the XRP, and the information from this gives you an idea that banks are slow. Yes, I agree, banks are slow, but the evolution of payments is happening in front of us. Now moving on to the next one, this is from XRP researchers, and he's actually showing you that major central banks are looking at a global payment mechanism. And that actually ties up with the previous one, because this was, earlier, and they, as I just told you, banks are slow and they are now working towards a global mechanism. No, they've been working towards this one from 2-3 years back, and it's only now we are getting these information. And that's actually cool, because it's RippleNet, and it will be the standard network, and XRP will be the standard asset for exchange of value. Now when we actually move ahead, we get this information too. Now don't see this in a negative perspective. Now, this is from Cryptopolis, and he's showing you that bankers are having difficulty to get money in. Now yes, that's generally a bad news for the economy, but a good news for us, the XRP holders. How? Yeah, I'll explain, don't worry. This is a point in time where they need to take out the dominant capitals across the world. Say you are a bank in America, you have a lot of corresponding banking relationships along the world. So you have a lot of Vostro accounts where you have already put your money in, where the liquidity is just floating there. You can't use it now. So in order to survive now, you have to take that out and use it for your survival. Because everyone knows survival is so important when a crisis is hitting you. Because if you don't survive this one, you can't actually thrive in the next one. This one is actually leading that towards Japan. See, Japan is showing a revised crypto lows. Again, Japan, right? So it's already high on XRP, and they are now looking at payment service, financial instruments, and exchange act. That means the digital assets are actually going mainstream there from May 1st. You know, the Exchanges Act, Financial Instruments Act, and precisely you get a Payment Services Act. So that's like more like XRP is excluded from many of those because it's a payment service provider and a payment asset or a utility asset. Now, when it's going mainstream from May 1, you have to think there is a lot of companies there who are actually working on this one. Now, we're actually moving to this one. This is actually from I Am the Legion, and he's actually showing you this one. NTT Data and Ripple are on it. Why NTT is so important? When you actually go through this article, you get to know that NTT is one among the great company in Japan and ranked in 55th of Fortune Global 500. So it's just near to that of Toyota, Mitsubishi, Honda and all. It's still there. And if you look at this, this is their operating income, net income, total assets. So if these companies are actually leaning into that, then that means it's bullish because other companies are also going to jump in. Now, when you actually look at the price, as of now, I'm recording and we can see that the continuation pattern is being painted. So if that's giving you a positive signal, yes, I agree that's in 2 hour, then we'll actually zoom a bit out, look at it on a 4 hour chart, and we are getting that bullish sign here. At the same time, in a 4 hour chart, as we discussed, the price is here in the all bought area, the volume is increasing at the end here and decreasing from the total if you look so, and you're gonna get a golden cross. Say the 50-day moving average is gonna cross the 200-day moving average on a 4 hour chart. That's actually really bullish when you're actually looking at the price of XRP on a shorter time frame, say 4 hour. Now when you zoom out and look at 12 hour, we still have to reach the overhead resistance here around 0.2, and we still have room to run. So when we are breaking above, be bullish. If you see value in the video, please do hit the like, subscribe and the bell notification icon to get notified about the future videos. Help the channel grow, reach out to more of our community members.